Happy Wednesday, everyone. I wanted to take a few minutes because this is urgent and to talk to you about church membership. So we are getting ready for our upcoming elections, and in which we will elect the board members who give significant oversight to our church for the next year. And so I wanted to invite you, because if you're not an official member, I want to invite you to become a member. And the time to do that is right now, like literally this Sunday. So before we answer the how kind of a question, let's just talk about the why. So when you become a follower of Jesus, you are joined and you become a part of the body of Christ. The Bible teaches that this global group of followers of Jesus, and Paul uses the image of a physical body in which Christ is the head of the body and we are the body parts and we work together. The reality is there's no building on earth that would fit all the followers of Jesus. And so we gather regularly and make our primary commitments to local bodies of believers scattered throughout the world. And to do that, then we have to think, how do we organize ourselves? How do we make decisions and bring a little bit of accountability to our leaders and just keep ourselves all on the same page? And in the Church of Nazarene, we invite people to become official active members of their local church. Now, if for some reason you feel uncomfortable with membership, that doesn't mean you can't be a part of our church. There's a lot of things you can do, including serving and just being so active in a local church, in our church, without being an official member. But I think something special happens when we just say, these are my people. And I'm going to be in covenant with them that we're in this together around the mission of Jesus Christ. And I'll commit myself officially to this church and to these people. Now, I know we live in an age of institutional distrust, and there's a lot of questions, but here's what I want to just kind of affirm to you, that yes, we belong to a denomination, a global denomination of the Church of the Nazarene, but don't worry, becoming a member, we aren't going to bring this like top-down institutional pressure to act a certain way, or to, we're not going to knock at your door and say, you're not giving enough money, none of that stuff. It's just, you are committing yourself to be with us. And if at any point you just feel uncomfortable with being a member, you can withdraw your membership as well. So if Ridge Naz is your church, we are so glad to have you here. We'd love for you to be able to participate in our upcoming elections, and maybe even down the road to be able to serve on the board. That does require you to be an official member. So we'd love for you to join. Here's how to do it. Simple 3-step process. Step 1, take our Explore Ridge Naz Find Belonging class. And the next time to do that, and the only time to do it really before we have elections in the middle of February, is going to be this coming Sunday, January 25th, right after church, lunch, and then the class, and we'll try to get you out of there by 2:30 at the latest. So Explore Ridge Naz, and then a couple weeks later, take part 2, Pursue Growth, and learn about the growth rhythms, the spiritual growth rhythms that help you grow in your faith. You see, because all this is not about joining an institution or organization. It is really about following Jesus. And then after you have taken Find Belonging and Pursue Growth, then we've got about 1 hour's worth of online lessons that you can watch that talk more about some of the specifics of becoming a formal member. So would love to have you do all 3 of those things, and you could take care of those things in the next few weeks and then become a member of the church. And would love to answer any questions you might have. So your next action today, consider this, and then sign up for Explore Ridge Naz. By the way, you can always, just take Explore Ridge Naz just to learn more about the church, meet some of our staff members, take some steps of faith. There is no obligation really for anything. So take it, even if you just want the free lunch. We'd love to have you there this Sunday. But that is step 1. Would love for you to become a member of our church, as we are just on mission together to help people discover Jesus, follow Jesus, and let Jesus change their life and live their full potential in Him. Thanks for hearing me out in these 5 minutes today, and I can't wait till we can be together again this weekend.